Following the #1 debut of Hollywood's Bleeding in 2019, pretty much everyone wanted to know one thing. Just who is Post Malone dating? And what does love look like for one of the world's biggest solo artists? Here's what you might not know about Post Malone's love life. In 2015, Post Malone was a fresh face in the world of rap. Literally, he didn't have any face tattoos yet. At the time, the music star had just released his debut single, White Iverson, and was still gearing up to hit the big time. And although it may not have been the case these days, back then he wasn't all that shy about sharing the details of his relationships with his girlfriend, as he did during a rare joint appearance on The Breakfast Club. Like so many of history's great couples, Post Malone and Ashlyn Diaz revealed that they met each other at work. Diaz was a show promoter in Dallas who previously gave Malone no peace of mind. Posty, on the other hand, followed Diaz on Instagram pretty much as soon as he could. Right before he released White Iverson, she finally followed him back, but they didn't end up meeting in real life until Diaz booked a show with the rapper. And as Malone tells it, the first encounter was pretty much as romantic as it gets. Post said, "It was snowing and I just came and I met her and I fell in love with this woman." They officially started dating in February of that year. Living like an out-of-control rock star couldn't be further from Post Malone's truth. Despite some of the more unsavory lyrics of Rockstar, the rapper claims that he was totally faithful to Diaz while he was on the road. Yes, it seemed like jealousy wasn't the main issue in the pair's relationship, but that doesn't mean it wasn't without its issues. In fact, it might have actually been Malone's hectic schedule that finally did them in. In that same interview, the rapper admitted that balancing and his romantic life was one of the biggest difficulties they faced. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. According to US Weekly, Malone was busy recording his album Hollywood Bleeding in Utah around the time that he and Diaz broke up in 2018. Whether the album caused the split or the split caused the album, however you can say. Post Malone's 2016 debut album, Stoney, was some impressive range for a mainstream pop album. Instead of focusing purely on relationship, the rapper tackles topics like success, death, and drug abuse. Let's be clear though, it wouldn't be a Post Malone record without a love song or two. The singer didn't name names, but based on the pair's relationship timeline, it's safe to assume that Ashlyn Diaz was the muse for Deja Vu, the record's fourth single. Post revealed the meaning behind the Justin Bieber collaboration in a genius annotation, and all signs pointed to Post's last show promoter. And Posty gave a little insight into his and Diaz's relationship too, saying, "It's like very early stages, but now I've been with him for 2 years, and it's cool. She's annoying, but I love her." Of course, Ashlyn Diaz and Post Malone's relationship wasn't always perfect, and the pair have admitted that they often ran in circles with their relationship. Diaz opened up during a Q&A with her fans in June 2018 and admitted that they've even taken breaks from each other before. But why? During that joint interview on The Breakfast Club in 2015, a soft-spoken Diaz answered an uncomfortable question about whether she was nervous that Malone would leave her after blowing up. At the time, Diaz also revealed that she'd probably forgive the rapper if he cheated on her, but she wasn't entirely sure, which could potentially explain some things about the couple's alleged on and off behavior later down the line. Though Post Malone repeatedly shut down any claims that he'd eventually cheat on Diaz, numerous outlets have since speculated on the possibility. Reddit also has been buzzing with speculations, including an alleged Instagram screenshot that pretty much confirms that went down. Since it's easy to fake a screenshot and since Diaz has since deleted a huge chunk of her social media, however, it's impossible to know what really happened. Fresh off the heels of a terrifying near-plane crash in August 2018, Post Malone took some time to relax in the coastal French town of Saint-Tropez. At the time, the star probably had no idea that he was currently embroiled in a Final Destiny-like showdown with Destiny, being only weeks away from a car accident too. In fact, it seemed like the only place he was safe was at sea, so maybe it's no surprise that the singer took to the pristine waters of the Mediterranean to enjoy some downtime with Ashlyn Diaz. The only problem? Was it actually Diaz? Oddly enough, the Daily Mail simultaneously reported that Malone was spotted on a yacht in Saint-Tropez with Diaz and without Diaz. Even The Blast was confused because the woman in question looked so familiar to his longtime love. TMZ, which reposted the photo of the musician canoodling with a mysterious woman on the boat, confirmed she was not actually his girlfriend. However, according to US Weekly, the headline-making PDA had actually been staged for a music video shoot. This one is kind of a head-scratcher because the yacht doesn't appear in the 2019 music video for Saint-Tropez. So just what really happened there? Given the on and off nature of Post Malone and Ashlyn Diaz's relationship, it's hard to believe that their last breakup was actually their last. The pair didn't even publicly confirm that they had split, unless you count some vague references and their now deleted social media posts. The most anyone has got to run off of is a source who spoke to US Weekly, claiming that the pair broke up in either August or September of 2018. And that 1 month is a huge line. It's the difference between Posty possibly cheating in St. Tropez or not. To make things even more muddled, the sources couldn't even agree on what exactly went down during the breakup either. One source told US Weekly that Diaz pulled the plug, while another said that the split was mutual. One of the sources told the outlet Ashlyn booked Post a show in Dallas before he was big and knew what she was getting herself into. According to the insider, Diaz was pretty upset over their breakup, as just about any person would be, split up with that boyfriend of 3 years. Meanwhile, one Redditor pointed out that Post Malone got his Ashlyn wrist tattoo covered up, which would at least give some weight to the rumors. Sometimes, when things don't work out, it's just because they don't work out. There's no insidious behavior, just two different people, and from the sounds of it, Post Malone and Ashlyn Diaz were pretty different. One is a shy concert promoter from Dallas, and the other is an outgoing rapper who had few hesitations about doing this. In one of the few Instagram posts Diaz hasn't deleted, the promoter admitted that her shyness is sometimes painful, she wrote. "If you people knew how camera shy I truly am, being shy has stopped and limited me from so many opportunities, and I'm so tired of it, but I don't know how I'll actually get over it. I get asked why I never post, and here it is. I get anxiety, and I'm shy." On the other hand, Post has been busy living like a rock star, which typically involves parties, events, and pretty much everything a shy person would hate. An insider told US Weekly, Post loves Ashlyn and cares about her, but lives his life as though he's a rock star. He's still so young. The reality with Post Malone's breakup is who got Kylie Jenner in the split. After all, money can't buy you happiness, but maybe a billionaire BFF can. And Malone and Ashlyn Diaz both appear to be friends with the youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner sisters. In annotations on Genius, Post revealed that Jenner was passively responsible for Fade, his 2015 collaboration with Kanye West. He wrote, "Kanye liked some of my music. I met him at Kylie Jenner's party. She invited me to perform. He's a big fan, and Kanye was like, let's make something." But it looks like Diaz is pals with Jenner, and she was spotted hanging out around the star in the month surrounding her reported breakup. The promoter posted a snap on Instagram from Kylie Jenner's Barbie-themed 21st birthday party in August 2019, but Post Malone was nowhere to be found. Just 4 days prior, he had been on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, which tapes in New York, on the other side of the country. Earlier that week, he also performed a couple of concerts for Bud Light in the Big Apple. Is it safe to say that Jenner's sticking with her girl on this one? The mysterious St. Tropez woman made her triumphant public return the same month that Post Malone split with Ashlyn Diaz hit headlines. And this time around, they definitely weren't filming a music video. According to TMZ, the pair was spotted holding hands while walking through George Bush's Intercontinental Airport in Houston. Malone was just about to head to Dubai. It's unclear if she joined him or not. In fact, it's still not clear who she is at all. Per TMZ, things with the mystery girl weren't serious. In fact, apparently they're just friends. But who's to say for sure? And who really holds hands platonically these days? After hitting the airport with the girl from St. Tropez, it seems that Post Malone managed to lock up his love life tighter than ever before. Fans barely heard anything about the star's relationship until months later, when the typically chill rapper called out some people who were trying to drive a wedge between him and his girlfriend. And oh yeah, apparently he now had a girlfriend. In February 2019, he tweeted, "To my real fans, I love you to death. To the people trying to dig so blanking hard to try and get me to leave my girlfriend, y'all ain't real fans and it needs to stop. Who gives a blank? Let us live our lives." According to XXL, this likely had something to do with an online troll who found a personal Instagram account belonging to the rapper's girlfriend. She reportedly deactivated her Instagram after it was discovered, but the troll took screenshots and published them on a different account. That person allegedly claimed that they were trying to bring awareness to the type of person Post's girlfriend really is. Post Malone has achieved the almost superhuman feat of being a dude who's constantly in the tabloids, but has nary a photo of himself with his girlfriends. He managed to take Ashlyn Diaz all over on tour, and the only real evidence left on their relationship is the occasional picture on a friend's Instagram account and her appearances in a couple of interviews. When they were dating, they barely posted photos of each other to begin with. Probably because of Diaz's self-admitted camera shyness and things don't seem to have changed much. Today, there's absolutely no concrete evidence that Posty is dating anybody at all. The last he mentioned having a girlfriend was almost a year ago, which means he could very well be back on the market. Alternatively, he could be hiding his relationship from the swarms of paparazzi that constantly pry into his personal life. Is he with the girl from St. Tropez? Is there someone new? Is Austin just focusing on Austin? Honestly, Post Malone gives his fans enough. Let him have this one thing for himself. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Flex Offenders videos about your favorite celebrities are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell so that you never miss a single one.